What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to go ahead and show a unboxing video. Technically it's already unboxed, but I have the stack here. I recently picked up a cassette bundle. What it is it is Chelsea Wolfe's a complete, so far up to this point, discography, all on cassette. So I'm going to go ahead and show them. I've been really excited to get these in, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. And we're going to go in order here. The first release being Chelsea Wolfe, The Grim and the Glow. This was actually a release that I didn't even know existed. Everything else that I'm going to show, I have heard from Chelsea Wolfe and have been listening to her for going on about 4 years now. And this release, I just never knew it even existed. When I looked and I saw that Merch Now put up this cassette, cassette kind of bundle, I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, what is that? So, playing this will actually be my first time ever hearing it. Everything else I've heard on MP3, so that's going to be very interesting. And all these are on a white tape. So yeah, real nice. The J card is just plain white on the inside, so it just has that there, the logo, and then the track listing there. But yeah, I'm glad to give this a listen. I'm gonna have to end up finding the MP3 of this to download it, because like I said, I've never heard it at all. Didn't even know it fucking existed. Next up, we have Chelsea Wolfe with Apocalypse, and what you're gonna see is it's gonna have some, like, I don't even know what fucking language that is, but in English, from my understanding, it is Apocalypse. That's what I have it listed as in my iTunes. And when I first heard Chelsea Wolfe, it was back on a wrestling forum I was on, and there was a section on there where people would share music and shit, like people do on the internet. And I had a buddy. Shout out to Captain C. He actually got me into a lot of different bands and artists as well. And one of the ones he said at the time, it was when Chelsea Wolfe had just released It was right before Pain is Beauty came out. So she just had Apocalypse, and then, or from what I had heard, was Apocalypse, and then the next release I'm gonna show you. And so this was 2000, like late 2012, maybe early 2013, before Pain is Beauty released. And I heard this and I said, this is weird as shit, because I like it, but it took multiple listens to kind of really understand it, because coming from me, which I've noticed a lot of metal people actually really like Chelsea Wolfe, which I'm not surprised. But her, being a metal dude, I never really was into, like, I guess, like that kind of indie neo folk kind of genre. And listening to this, that's why it took a couple listens to really, I guess, appreciate it. And once I finally did, it was like, boom, I'm fucking in love with her. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, and her music is just, she has a beautiful fucking voice, and all the different sounds that go into it, and the songs are all so different, they don't sound the same, and I just fucking fell in love with it. But yeah, great stuff, man. Next up, this is my favorite release from her. This is Unknown Rooms, a collection of acoustic songs. And I would say, if you're going to give her a listen, this here is going to be, would be the best entry point. It's definitely the more easy to, it's more accessible for a listener. So if you're not into that genre like I wasn't, or someone who typically doesn't listen to that type of music, this is a great place to start. I want to say, I think it was off this one. I don't think it was off of Apocalypse, but like, I recently made a CD for someone and I put one of her songs on there, and I think it was The Way We Used To, and I feel bad that I don't have, fuck it. Y'all are about to get this live. I gotta figure out what fucking song it was. I already forgot and I feel bad. I was listening to Sepultura earlier. Playlist. Yeah, The Way We Used To. Beautiful song. I ended up adding that to that playlist because when I did, I was like, I want to include a Chelsea Wolfe song. So I listened to her whole discography again, except for that one I didn't know existed, and was like, that's the one. So, yeah, great stuff. One that whenever I do jam her music, it's definitely one that I always go back to. And it's typically my go-to. Number 4, we have Pain is Beauty. Another solid release. This came out in 2013, as she's been pretty much releasing a new thing every 2 years. And top songs off of this one: House of Metal, We Hit a Wall, Lone, Feral Love, Sick. Good stuff. I've gotten more familiar with this one as of more recently, since when I was going back, listening to her discography, and this was one that when it came out I really liked and loved it, and I listened to it, but it's just, I guess it wasn't as memorable as Unknown Room or Apocalypse, but still it's fantastic. Definitely a must own. And then the last one, which is her most recent release, is Abyss. Another great record, one that again, just like Pain is Beauty, although I'm more familiar with Pain is Beauty, I need to give this more of a listen. But off the top of my head, favorite songs that I had off of it was After the Fall, Ma, Crazy Love, Color Blood, Gray Days. Just really solid stuff. Highly recommend it. And again, if you're a metal dude or metal female, I feel like you'll really like Chelsea Wolfe, because typically, no offense to hip-hop heads, but metal people seem to be more inclusive with their music and have a more variety, and that's why I feel like we end up appreciating what Chelsea Wolfe is doing. So yeah, it was a five cassette set, all of her discography up until 2015, and this was $35 through merch now. They should still be available. I'll put a link in the description too, if you decide that you want to order it. I think after shipping, each cassette essentially comes out to $8 a piece. They all come brand new sealed, and the shipping was great. No cracks, no dings in it. So yeah, it was well worth it for me. I love Chelsea Wolfe. I still need to see her live. She came back in 2014 with Queens of the Stone Age, and I'm not really a fan of those guys. I have one of their albums and it's okay, but I need to see her by herself. I want to see her headline, play a full set so I can cry. But yeah, that's it for this little unboxing. I'll have a Trader's farewell unboxing coming whenever that comes in the mail. And also a couple gaming videos that I got up, or I'll be recording now. So peace.